Hello students, in the last lecture we have seen that the definition of complex number, then algebra of complex number, that is equality of complex number, and how to find the conjugate of complex number. Now let's see the another algebra of complex number, that is addition of complex numbers. In this algebra, we will see how to add two complex numbers. For this, consider the two complex numbers, that is Z1 is equal to A plus IB and Z2 is equal to C plus ID. Then we have to add these two complex numbers as Z1 plus Z2, which is equal to A plus IB plus C plus ID. In the addition of two complex number, we have to add the real part of these two complex numbers together and imaginary parts together. Therefore, it becomes here A and C are real parts, so that we have to add these two real parts A plus C, and here in another bracket addition of two imaginary numbers, that is B plus D iota. So simply here we have to add two real numbers together and two imaginary numbers together. In the other words, real part of Z1 plus Z2 is nothing but real part of Z1 plus real part of Z2, and imaginary part of Z1 plus Z2 is nothing but imaginary part of Z1 plus imaginary part of Z2. Now consider one example based on the addition of complex numbers. Here we are given the two complex numbers, that is 5 plus 2i and 4 plus 3i. Simply we have to add these two complex numbers. So here in addition of these two complex number, first of all we will take the addition of real parts, that is 5 plus 2i plus 4 plus 3i is equal to 5 plus 4 plus addition of two imaginary numbers, that is 2i plus 3i. So here 2i plus 3i. This is simply 5 plus 4 is equal to 9 plus 2i plus 3i is nothing but 5i. This is your answer for the addition of these two complex number. Now consider one more example. Here two complex numbers are 9 plus 5i and 4 minus 3i. Again we have to add these two complex numbers. So for this, first of all simply add two real numbers, that is 9 plus 4 plus two imaginary numbers, that is 5i minus 3i. So here we get 13 plus 2i. Now we'll see about the properties of addition. For this, consider the three complex numbers, that is Z1, Z2 and Z3. Our first property for addition is nothing but Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. For two complex number, we have to take addition of these two complex number, and addition is nothing but simply Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. This is nothing but commutative property. For the next property, here consider the three complex number, that is Z1 plus in bracket Z2 plus Z3 is nothing but Z1 plus Z2, that is addition of these first two complex numbers plus Z3. This is nothing but associative property. You can simply take any complex numbers in the form of A plus IB. Next property is, if we add 0 in with any complex number, we'll get that complex number simply. So here Z1 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus Z1 is equal to Z1. This is nothing but identity property. For this, consider if Z is any complex number, that is we take Z is equal to 5 plus 4i, and from this property Z plus 0 we have to add Z plus 0 is nothing but 5 plus 4i plus 0, or we can write 0 plus Z as 0 plus 5 plus 4i is simply nothing but 5 plus 4i. So any number addition with 0 is equal to the original number. So you can simplify or verify the remaining properties by taking any example of complex number. So the fourth property is addition of complex number and conjugate of its complex number is nothing but 2 into real part of Z. That is, for this property, for fourth property, we have Z plus Z conjugate is equal to 2 into real part of Z. So that consider Z is equal to 3 plus 2i. So from this statement we have the conjugate of Z is nothing but 3 minus 2i. So simply we have to add these two complex number, that is Z plus Z conjugate is equal to 3 plus 2i plus 3 minus 2i. So here addition of two complex number is nothing but addition of real parts and addition of imaginary parts. Therefore we get addition of real part as 3 plus 3 here, plus addition of imaginary parts, that is 2i minus 2i. So we get 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, and this 2i minus 2i is nothing but 0. So here 6 plus 0, which is equal to 6. So simply we get here only real number, that is 6, and from the above property, that is Z plus Z bar is nothing but 2 into real part of Z. So LHS is equal to 6. Now for RHS, consider this 6 can be written as is equal to 2 into 3. So here 2 into 3 is nothing but real part of z. Real part of z. So here you can see z is equal to 3 plus 2i contains the real part 3. Therefore, we can write 6 as 2 into 3, that is equal to, this 3 is nothing but real part of z. Therefore, our property z plus z bar is equal to 2 into real part of z is verified. And the last property is, here the two complex numbers, that is z1 and z2, in the LHS we add these two complex number in a conjugate form and will get the conjugate of first complex number plus conjugate of another complex number, that is z1 plus z2 conjugate is nothing but z1 conjugate plus z2 conjugate. You can verify this property by taking the values of z1 and z2, that is complex number of z1 and z2. Now we'll see next operation, that is scalar multiplication. For this, consider any complex number z is equal to a plus ib. Then for every real number k, the scalar multiplication defines as k into z, that is k into a plus ib. This is nothing but k into a plus k into ib. So for any complex number z is equal to a plus ib and k is any scalar, then multiplication of this k and z is nothing but k a plus k ib. For this, consider one example. For example, if z is equal to 3 plus 2i and we have to find phi z. So simply here we have to multiply these two numbers, that is phi and z, as, therefore phi z is equal to phi into 3 plus 2i, which is nothing but 5 into 3 15 plus 5 into 2i, that is 10i. This is nothing but scalar multiplication of complex number. Now we'll go for subtraction of complex numbers. For this, again consider two complex numbers, that is z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. We have to subtract these two complex numbers as z1 minus z2, which is equal to a plus ib minus c plus id. So again we have to take the subtraction of two real numbers and two imaginary numbers together. Therefore here a plus ib, and from this minus sign here the changes will happen in the second bracket, that is minus c minus id. Therefore the subtraction of real parts, that is a minus c, and subtraction of imaginary parts, that is ib minus id, we will get a minus c plus b minus d iota. For this, consider example. For example, if z1 is equal to 8 plus 3i and z2 is equal to 5 minus 2i. So we have to subtract these two complex number as z1 minus z2 is equal to 8 plus 3i minus 5 minus 2i. Here again from this subtraction sign, the sign of this bracket will change, that is 8 plus 3i plus minus 5i plus 2i. So therefore the subtraction of real part is nothing but 8 minus 5 plus subtraction of real part, that is 3i plus 2i, which is equal to 8 minus 5 3 plus 3i plus 2i is equal to 5i. Next, properties of subtraction. So first property is z minus z conjugate is equal to 2 into imaginary part of z. And second property is nothing but z1 minus z2 conjugate is equal to z1 conjugate minus z2 conjugate. So we verify the first property as consider any complex number, that is z is equal to 5 plus 4i. So from LHS we find the z conjugate is equal to 5 minus 4i. So LHS contains z minus z conjugate is equal to 5 plus 4i minus 5, this minus becomes plus, that is 5 plus 4i, which is equal to this 5 and minus 5 will get cancelled, and here this 4i plus 4i is nothing but 8i, and we write this 8i as 2 into 4i, that is nothing but 2 into imaginary part of z. This imaginary part of z is nothing but 4i, and similarly we get here 4i, so that the z minus z bar is equal to 2 into imaginary part of z. The second property you can verify simply by taking two complex numbers z1 and z2. Now we will stop here. The remaining things will continue in the next lecture.